You know what latent disease is? Do you know what the word latent means? Latent, Latent. It means to not fully manifest. I said that all fucked up. I should have had the fucking definition. Hold on. Because I want to read the actual definition to you of what latent means. Because I'm not explaining this shit right. Latent. It means existing but not yet developed or manifest. Hidden or concealed. Existing but not yet manifest. Now, have you ever heard of latent disease? Excuse me, fucking watermelon. Latent disease. How do you think disease comes? You know, when somebody goes see a quack and they give them a diagnosis, how do you think that happened? Like, do you really think that they were just in excellent health on Monday and they got cancer on Tuesday? Do you? That's a real question. Is that what you really think? Disease is built over time. I'm going to tell you one of my greatest inspirations for eating the way I do. I am making this, I don't even know what fucking day it is. I think it's fucking Friday. This is my 63rd day of eating nothing but watermelon. I'm going to tell you why I eat the way I do. Because I understand how disease is formed. You think because you go to the quack, you go get a physical, a checkup, or whatever, and they write you out a clean bill of health. They tell you you're in excellent condition. You'll take that to the bank. You take that to mean that you're doing everything right. That's not what that means at all. And you should never think that if you know you eating fucked up. If you out here eating all these fucking dead animals, you're eating the rotting flesh of dead animals. And you're eating just a shitload of chemicals that they're calling food, that they're manufacturing in a factory that's literally nothing more than a compilation of toxic chemicals and drugs. That's all it is. You're eating that shit and you believe what that motherfucking quack just told you? You're in excellent health? A quack can only detect a disease when it has fully manifested. A disease when it has fully manifested. something like cancer, heart disease, diabetes, like you name it. That shit doesn't fully develop in a day. It often takes years. It could take 10 years, 20 years for something like that to fully develop and manifest in your body. If you're eating the rotten flesh of dead animals, you're also eating a shitload of chemicals, a shitload of toxic chemicals, because they inject chemicals in it to temporarily neutralize the smell, to temporarily slow down the rotting process, and to temporarily make it look prettier. They also inject chemicals in that shit to improve the texture of it because it's dead. And they know it's gonna be dead for at least 30 days before you cook it. So they put enough shit in it to fool you for 30 days. To make you think you're buying something that you're not. Every one of them fucking chemicals and drugs is linked to some sort of disease. Every single one of them. You're not just eating the rotting flesh of a dead animal as if that ain't bad enough. You're also eating all the fucking chemicals they injected in it. And if you're eating this processed bullshit, you're just eating a shitload of chemicals and drugs. And every single one of them are also linked to different diseases. So now, if this is how you're eating, don't be fooled because you feel good today. Don't be fooled because that quack gave you a clean bill of health, because they can't see when cancer is 10% developed, 20% developed. They can't tell you cancer is 45% developed. They can't tell you cancer is 75% developed. They can only see when it's 100%. Fucking playing games. Because you could have a life-threatening disease in you right now. In the creation phase. Right fucking now. It could be at 65%. It could be 65% developed and you just keep feeding it and you don't know because quacks can't see it. The people you trust the most on this fucking earth when it comes to your health, they can't see it. Disease is built over time. Every time you eat, you are either supporting the health of your body or you're supporting sickness and disease. Two wolves inside of you at all times. Health, sickness. And every time you eat, every time you drink, you're feeding one of them. And it's just stupid To think that you could keep feeding that wolf and it ain't gonna get no bigger. It's stupid to think you could keep feeding that wolf and it ain't gonna get no stronger. It's stupid to think you could keep feeding that motherfucking wolf and one day that wolf ain't gonna take over. You fucking gambling with your health and you gonna lose. It's the same with every disease. You think fucking, you know, people that suffer from Alzheimer's, you think that shit just happened? They've been feeding Alzheimer's for years. Somebody come down with heart disease. That shit didn't just happen. They've been feeding it. They've been feeding that wolf for years. 10 years. Be 20 fucking years. And people think because I've been eating like this all my life that it ain't affecting them. You a fool if you think that. Because every fucking thing you eat is linked to a disease. So why play with it? If you care about your health, why play with it? Why even gamble with it? It's much easier to prevent disease than it is to cure it. Like, you understand what I'm saying? You could have, like, cancer right now could be 50% developed on the inside of you and no one can know. Like, no one will know. No one can see it. No one has that type of technology. I guarantee if you knew it, though, you would change your fucking ways. I guarantee it. Wouldn't you? Tell me I'm wrong. DM me and tell me I'm wrong. If you went to a quack and they were able to tell you cancer is in you and is 50% developed, you have time to turn it around now. You would, wouldn't you? They can't tell you that, though. They can only tell you when it's fully developed, fully manifested. And at that point, I ain't gonna say it's too late, because there's people out here that can still help you at that point. But it's a tough journey back to health. I'm gonna tell you that.